Hey there, my name is Gloria, you're watching Laboom Like, and today we're going to look at all or almost all of my new look in indie sewing patterns. Here goes. So these are all of my printed new look and indie sewing patterns. It's not very many at all. So I've also got a few of my PDF patterns over to the side, but today let's go through them and see what I've got here. First up, I will start with the new look because I only have a handful of new look patterns. So to start off, I have new look 6211. Let's see if I can get that in there for y'all. It's that time of the year where the sun goes down at 3:30, it seems like. So I'll insert the picture over here to the side. So first up is new look 6211. It is a dress pattern that I got a couple years ago, actually from Pink Mimosa by Jacinta. She had a giveaway on her Instagram and I saw a vintage pattern. I think it counts as vintage. I don't know how old this pattern is. Not quite vintage. An older pattern. It's from 2013. But I saw this pattern and I thought, oh, I really like that. I like the cutouts. It's a simple dress. It looks like it'll be cute. Daytime, nighttime. It'll be cute. And I had plans to make it, and I've been having plans to make it for a while. But I really do want to make it. This is probably going to be coming up for the spring. And since I've said it now and I've said it in front of y'all, I'm going to try to make sure that that happens. So that is new look 6211. After that, we have new look 6620. It is a wrap top pattern I have made once out of Minerva fabric, and I do really like this pattern. I like that it is slightly cropped. I like that I can wear it front and back. Maybe not as easily now. I need a little bit of because I have to account for the way it fits across the bust. There's a little bit of weird gaping, but it's a simple pattern. The hardest part is just finishing the edges depending on what view you make. But I really like it. New look 6620. After that, we have a pattern that I'm currently working on a hack of. This is new look 6643. Now, when you see the pictures up here, it has, I think I had this in my list for, I think, 2 sale cycles before I finally got it. New look doesn't always go on sale. Actually, it very rarely goes on sale. I think I've seen it on sale maybe once or twice, which is why I have so few patterns. And I think normally they cost $3 or $4 anyhow at Joann or other places that sell patterns. But I looked at this, and since I started sewing with patterns, one of the pieces of advice that I got from someone on YouTube, Instagram, somewhere was, do look at the way that they have sewn up their piece. Maybe not their fabric decision, maybe not exactly the styling choices that they made, but look at the way that they've sewn up the patterns. And if they have issues with the construction in the sewn piece that they've made, which is their best effort with professional sewists, think about the issues you're probably going to have. So I'm looking at this envelope and I see that these pockets are flaring in a way that side seam pockets already flare on me since I have wider hips than the sizing that I usually fall into. I usually have to grade wider on my hips. This kind of stuff flares out on me. I have thicker thighs, so the fitting issues are kind of funky. And I looked at this and I said, let me just try it anyways. I'm going to figure out some stuff. I'm adjusting the fit. And as I learn to fit things a little bit better around my hips, or even completely change the pockets that I put in there, I think I'll like this pattern because of the way that the leg sits. I can tell you what I did not love was putting in the fly. I think that was the last thing I've done on this pattern so far, and I'm working on adjusting some other things because I really am hacking this pattern together with at least one other pattern that is of a different brand. So it's a little bit of a puzzle. Anywho, New Look 6643. Okay, this is the last New Look, and it is a fat envelope because I used it, cut into the original, and stuffed it back in here. But this is New Look 6644, and I have only made the sweater top so far. And I actually can't even wear that sweater top because I think, I can't wear this pullover because I just don't think I measured across my chest properly, and I don't love the fit of it. But it's not a difficult make. I would make it again. I look forward to making it again, and I do want to make these cargo pants. These like kind of fitted cargo pants. I think will be nice. New Look 6644. The end of my New Look. I told you it's not very many, and now I only have a smaller handful of printed indie patterns. So the first indie brand that I have here, actually I'm going to start with the other one because I also have PDF patterns for that indie brand. But this is from So Liberated. They're the Aranite pants. I've been meaning to make these for a few months. I picked them up when I was on a solo socation and I have not made it yet. And I'm not sure when I'm going to make it because there's so many winter pieces that are a little bit ahead, and this is more of a lounge and relax piece for me. But I really, really love the way that these pants look on the model. I love what I've seen other people make up, and I'm looking forward to making this and seeing if this is a pattern company that I'm going to enjoy making from. So now we're in Style Sew Me. I really like a lot of the Style Sew Me patterns. I think I'm going to take another look at their patterns in the new year maybe and see if there's anything else I want to pick up. But the first pattern that I have is a Style Sew Me Naomi collection, and it includes a dress and a jumpsuit. They're more relaxed kind of leisure wear, and I like them both because they look so simple and easy, and I like the way that they tie. And I've seen a couple of people on Instagram make these both and make them look so beautiful. I think the one that I saw that really put me over the edge was Island Socialist. I'll pop a picture in here if I can find that. But yeah, I like that pattern. Very last of my printed patterns is the Erin dress by Style Sew Me. Nothing showed up when I did this. I messed this up when I made it, and I'm sad because I had a wax that I really, really like. I think it was a gift from my mom, and it was a wax that we split. So when you buy wax, especially when we go back home and you buy it, it's in usually 6-yard panels or 6-yard cuts. And my mom had gone back home to the Democratic Republic of Congo, to the DRC. She'd gone back home to the DRC, and I think my aunts had given her some wax. And so she came home with like 6 links and wanted to split it with me or give me 1 or 2 as a gift. And there were 2 that I loved. And then one that I was like, I kind of want it, but I want you to have it too. And so we split that down the middle. She gave me 3 yards and she kept 3 yards. And I used that fabric for this dress, and it wasn't the right choice. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm kind of sad that I cut into that fabric. I had a little bit of a harder time than I thought I would with this pattern. The neckline was a little weird for me. It's a little too wide, but I do want to give it another try because I have a very distinctive vision specifically for view B of what I want for a dress, and I will try it again and see what I can salvage out of that wax that I do have. Okay. So those are all of my printed new look and indie patterns. And I have a fair amount of downloaded, some printed, and some cut PDF patterns. And I'm not going to go through all of them because I love a Mood Fabrics feet pattern. I haven't done all of them, but I've downloaded a bunch of them. I'm going to go through some patterns that I have downloaded, cut, and actually made up. And again, I'll pop the pictures in the side over here. But this is just my binder of the patterns that I have as PDF prints, and also a few that are my self-drafted. I just stick them into, I don't know if this is gonna show up very well at all. It is barely showing up, but I stick my pattern pieces into a clear folder and I put them in here. And then my directions I keep all online, usually in Google Drive, and I just reference those when I need to. I haven't made up a bunch of my PDF patterns compared to how many of my printed ones I've made up, but earlier this year I decided to start trying to do that a little bit more, especially since it's a little more cost effective and it's a little easier to make fitting adjustments on PDF patterns rather than these printed ones. So to start off, okay, the first one that I have that I've made is another Style So Me, the Misa pants. I love this pattern. It should get a lot more love. The Misa pants and shorts. I actually need to make another pair of these because I don't fit the pants that I made, I think 2 or 3 years ago. And this pattern, it's the pocket placement is really wonderful for people with thicker thighs or wider hips, where side seam pockets can flare out in an unflattering way or draw attention to the inside of the fabric that you don't really want. I really like this style of pocket. I like the style of the waistband. Misa pants, Misa shorts should be on everybody's list for like those advanced beginner intermediate style pants. I really like them. Okay. Let's see what else I've actually made. Okay, yes. From Pauline Alice patterns, I've made, it's the pattern called the Balin top and dress. And I have made it as a camisole top. I think it was on my make 9 for this year to just make a simple camisole. And this was one of the camisoles I tried. I also tried a simplicity pattern camisole and just trying a few things to see which styles I like and which work for my bust. I really like the way that this bias cut hangs on my body, and I really like the possibilities for this. So I'm probably going to make another one as a simple slip and a few more as camisoles. Okay. After that, I have a thick group of patterns in here by my Iviye. I think it's pronounced Iviye. I always want to call it my Iviye patterns. And the woman who runs this, I forget her name, but she has some really beautiful, interesting designs. I think there are a lot of pattern companies that cater to a lot of the same style of design aesthetics, a lot of same simple designs, but not really like kind of pushing. I think this pattern company pushes a little bit more of the fashion focus in garment sewing, and I really, really like that. I do agree when people say sometimes the instructions aren't as detailed as you want them to be, or leave out a few things that you wish you had, or the sizing might be a little bit off. I understand that, and I understand that it's a fairly young company, and I have some of the older patterns that you might not even be able to find now. I think the owner has started to fix some of those issues. And for me personally, it is a small sacrifice at the stage where I am with my sewing as an advanced beginner trying to get to that intermediate level. It's a small sacrifice to try to have to work something out a little bit or figure it out to already have these interesting, different, unique designs. That's what I really, really appreciate. So I got a big pattern bundle when the price was right, and I scooped them all up. So hopefully I'm scrolling through a few of those designs right here because they're really beautiful. And again, in the new year, when I start buying more patterns, this is one of the pattern companies I'll circle back to and see what I do like. And what I didn't mention about Style So Me as well as my Iviye, they're both pattern companies that are Black women owned. And, you know, when February comes around and other people are like, oh yeah, Black people exist again, or people in the sewing community, they're going to be looking for, and you and I are going to be looking for, who are some more pattern companies we can kind of delve into for the Black History Month pattern challenges. These two pattern companies have some really interesting designs that are worth taking a look at. So that's that. I do think, actually, that is it. But I think that completes my indie and new look pattern collection. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's in your pattern collection. If you've seen anything here that you haven't seen before, or if you've made any of the patterns that I've shown, please let me know how they've turned out, especially those pants from Sew Liberated. I haven't sewn with them before, and I love, 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 love see what they look like. And actually, that's not it. I lied to you. I lied. Because how can I forget? This is the last one in here because it's the last thing I just made and I put it back in. My current favorite TNT, like, go-to leggings and shorts pattern. I love the 5 out of 4 patterns. Ninja pants, ninja shorts, ninja leggings, whatever you call them, they're the ninja bottoms. And I love them. I've made them, I think, in the 7-inch short. I've made them between the 2 and the 5-inch, like a 3.5, 4-inch shorts. And I've made the leggings. I've made them high waist and I've made them medium to high rise. I love them. They are, for me, I can make these on my serger, 95% on my serger, from beginning to end, from cutting to putting them on my body. This is one of the few items that I can make in about 2 hours, cutting them to putting them on my body. And I'm a slow sewist. I am unintentionally slow, but I am a slow sewist. So if I can do it in 2.5 hours, for some of you who can go through things a little bit quicker, these could be a 1-hour make for you. These are great for beginners. I think there is that fiddly bit of the gusset, but they're a great pattern to practice that with. So yeah, anyways, I love these pants. Can't believe I almost forgot about them. The ninja leggings, ninja pants, ninja shorts, love them. Get them. I think it's a free pattern. I will evangelize these patterns forever and ever and ever. And I will try some more 5 out of 4 patterns based on how wonderfully these have turned out in my life. With that, I'm actually done. Okay, y'all. See you next time. Peace.